A state probation officer says he lost his job because he refused to cut his dreadlocks. Now he's filing a federal discrimination complaint. He told Channel 2's Diana Davis the Corrections Department discriminated against him based on both race and sex.
It took Richard Williams 9 years to grow out his hair. His dreadlocks, he says, are an integral part of who he is.
For spiritual reasons, I believe that my hair, the locks of my hair, is my strength, my inner self, and it has become a part of who I am.
Those dreadlocks are what he says got him fired as a probation officer for the State Department of Corrections.
She told me that it was because of my hair.
Now he's filed a discrimination complaint with the Equal Opportunity Commission.
I think that they were just completely wrong, and they should give me my job back and any money and the lost wages.
Williams says his supervisors at the state's Decatur office first asked him to cut his hair in 2010. He refused. A year later, he says for the first time, the Department of Corrections issued a written policy about hair. When he continued to refuse to cut his dreadlocks, he was fired. The termination letter says he was insubordinate for refusing to follow the dress code and because he failed to cut his dreadlocks. It spells out the policy against men wearing dreadlocks or braids or long hair. Williams says since women officers are allowed to wear long hair and dreadlocks, he should be allowed too.
I spend 24 hours of the day being Richard Williams, and I spent 8 hours out of the day being a probation officer, and I don't think that my job or what I do for a paycheck should dictate who I am as a person and how I see myself.
Williams says he tried to compromise by pinning up his hair to above his shoulders, but it wasn't enough, and now he's ready for a fight.
And I also want an apology, and I want an open apology.
I reached out to the Department of Corrections for a comment, but nobody ever got back to me. From Decatur, Diana Davis, Channel 2 Action News.
New at 4.